It was good.
It was good, ne? That's perfect and wonderful at the same time. So now, we're going to start. I know you guys, you say I must not rotate the phone like this. Huh? So, guys, must I rotate the phone like this?
No.
Hi.
Okay. Like this.
Yes.
Okay. So now, what have we said about a square matrix? What have we said about a square matrix? What is a square matrix?
Equal number of.
Hello?
The matrix that has equal number of row and column.
That's perfect and fantastic. Sorry, may you please repeat? You said what is a matrix, a square matrix?
A square matrix is a matrix that have equal number of rows and columns.
Ndinyari kwamba ngafuni ya una rini. Yoli ifindo ndono lipaka foundation.
This is
Oh, then udo go wrong. Those who start the next year, which has today I have got. Oh, you were mainstream or remember?
As your teeny.
Yeah, go. Ne then mumwareri. So now, guys, a square matrix is a matrix with equal number of rows and columns. Is a square matrix with equal number of rows and columns. It's a square matrix with equal number of row and column. So a square matrix, a matrix with equal number of rows and column. A square matrix is a matrix with equal number of rows and columns. So now, as far as we concern, we have even asked you guys on what is number B. We say, is there a question? Is there a question? May you please look your mic, guys, if you don't have any query, because we can hear some sound. Arwani, Mujiri, mic is on, and you others have to look your mic. So now, as far as we're concerned, we have even asked you about an invertible matrix. What is an invertible matrix? Anyone want to try? Roommate Yakuna.
Sipho.
Hello.
I think
It's a matrix that has an inverse.
Good. It's a matrix which has an inverse.
No, I think that one is the simplest definition.
It's a matrix. You said what?
Ndandiko nyago amba imwe mara is too long, so heyo nani I think it's much better.
Yes, boys, the rules. Yes. It's a matrix which has an inverse. It's shown on the session, Roland. Roland Mulekwe. Where is Maputi? How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good. Can you understand what I say?
It's
Yes.
on.
Hey, it's shown on this. So, guys, those are the definitions that you have to know by your cerebrum. As a person who did life science, I can't say you have to know by your heart. We know that heart doesn't save or store anything. So you must know it by your cerebrum. So now, as far as we concern, can we proceed?
Yes.
Okay, we can talk about we can say, or we can talk about a lesson which include the invertible, So now, as far as we concern, if A is on invertible matrix or non-singular, it simply means that the determinant is equals to 0, but we will talk about that when we continue with our lesson. So now, as far as we concern, if A is a non-square matrix and K is a constant, we can say that if A is a square matrix, remember what is a square matrix? It's a matrix that have got the same number of rows and columns. We can use the word equal number of rows and column. So now, as far as we concern, I can say if A, right, if A I can write if A is a square matrix, let's say if A is a square matrix. The reason why today I'm not teaching you with the foundation student is just that things are now different. That was the introduction for you with those ones for foundation. Introduction is the same, but when we proceed, things are different. So don't get confused. So now, if A is a square matrix and K is a constant, and K is a constant, and K is a constant, then you can tell that, let's say we've got the determinant of Ka. Guys, you know how to find the determinant, right? This lights. Let me try to switch it off. You must tell whether you can see the whiteboard or not. You can see. Is the whiteboard clear? Hello? Eh? Okay. So
Ziko bunara.
okay, thank you very much for your response. So now, are you guys familiar with the determinant? You did determinant in physics, but I'm going to teach you the easiest way. So now, the determinant of Ka is equals to K to the power n, the determinant of A. So that n is the number of row, or is the number of matrix. So you know a square matrix have got the same number of row and column. So n, you know, matrix we determine by m times n. So where n is the column. So now, what if we have K A inverse? Remember, this A to the power minus 1, this guy is going to be equals to K multiplied by what? Remember, K is a constant. Where they say K, they can put any number. They can put 5, they can put 7, they can put 8, they can put any number. Are we still together? So now, this guy here, this guy over here is the same as multiplied by 1 over the get of A, which implies that this is like K over A. Are we still together? Hello?
Yeah.
Can someone please look his or her mic, because I can hear a sound. So now let's say we've got this one, which is K A inverse. This one is like K to the power n. So whenever a constant is inside, whenever we find a constant inside our determinant, the answer of K or of a constant must be raised to the exponent of n, where this one we know is nothing but we're going to divide by it because it's an inverse. Any questions so far? Do we have a question?
Can you repeat the last condition?
The last condition is the same as because now our K, let's say now our constant is inside the absolute value, which is the determinant. So the answer must be K to the power n multiplied by 1 over this guy here is the same as 1 over the determinant of A. Like this. This is the only step I skipped. So after this, denominator by denominator, numerator by numerator, we obtain K to the power n. Why is K to the power n? Because it is inside our absolute value. It is inside. If you can check this one, it is inside our absolute value, meaning that we have to raise it to the power exponent. Any questions so far? Hello?
Hey, is it and the number of rows, is it?
Number of column.
Of column.
Yes, you will see when we do example. In some crimes, those one example, it's right view.
Okay.
Yes. So can I proceed? Hello?
Yes.
If they don't talk, it means we G.
Okay. So now, example. Those people, they can say if let's say example, they can say if A, sorry, if A is a 3 by 3 matrix, if A is a 3 by 3 matrix, if A is 3 by 3 matrix and the determinant of A is equals to -3. They say find number A, they say find this, number B, they say find, let's say A to the power 2. Number C, they say find 2A minus 1. Let me just include number D here while we are given the number outside, which is we can write 5 outside. 5A. I can choose minus also. Yes, and they can say 5. Those things. So now, as far as we concern, what we can do now, or what we are going to do now, we're going to calculate those things. So before we calculate, we know our formula. Can I write the solution? Are we at the same page? Hello? Guys, you have to respond, right?
Yeah.
1%. So solution. Number A. Guys, we know that our formula says what? Our formula says the absolute value of K multiplied by A is equals to K to the power of N multiplied by absolute value of A. So now, what are we given? We are given the absolute value of what? Of A, which is -3, and we're given our matrix, which is 3 by 3, which determines the number of N. How many number of N? N is a what? It's a column. How many columns do we have?
3.
Our N is 3. Remember, they will always give you a square matrix. Some they can say 4 by 4. Some they can say 2 by 2. It means our N is 2. It means our N is 4. Are we still together? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's say now, I want to cover some of the things. Let's say now they didn't give you this. They just give you a matrix like this. This is 2, 4, 7, 5, 3, 1, 1, 11. Let's say 7 again. let's say 8, 5, 2, 3, let's say -1, -3, 4, 1. They didn't give you. So what is our n at that side? What is our n at that stage?
4.
Is 4. So don't get confused. If they don't say, if they say a equals to, they can say a equals to. A is equals to, they say find this. You see? They say find this. So now you are given, if you are not given this, if they didn't specify by 3, you know how to name your matrix. It's always square. I will find.
Yes.
If you are given the matrix, it means you know the number of n. So now let's do the solution. So as far as we're concerned, we know that from our A here, which is 3A, this one is nothing but the same as what? 3. Remember, 3 is a constant. To the power what? What is our n?
Three.
Is 3. Therefore, we multiply by the determinant of A, which is what? -3. Then you press your calculator. What do you get? Do you understand, or I must write all the steps? This is 3 to the power of 3 multiplied by the determinant of A, which is 3 to the power of 3 into -3, which is equals to what? You got what?
-81.
-81.
Minus what?
81.
81. Is it difficult? Let's answer B. They say A squared. Are we together? A squared is the same as A times A, right? It's the same as AA, which is the same as A. I will find. Where we are given our A, this is -3 times -3, which is what? This one is equals to what? What did you get? Please be fast, quick, move.
9.
You got what?
9.
9. So we're going to see. Who can try C? Our C is given by 2A, which is the same as what? 2 to the power of n divided by. We know n, right?
Yes.
Our n is 3 divided by this one. Are we together? Which is equals to the power of 3 divided by -3, which is the same as what? What I mean?
-8/3.
-8/3. Guys, this is how they ask you those questions. Is it difficult? Hello? Is it difficult?
Nope.
Yeah, so those are the 3 marks. So let's do number D. Number D, this is 5 of A prime, which is the same as 5 divided by A. Why 5 is not to the power 3? Can somebody respond, please? Why 5 is not to the power 3? Ayihonga ngumu ha absolute value. It means now this is going to be equal to 5 over minus 3. But any questions so far? Any questions so far? Or so far so good?
So far, so good.
So far so good, okay. So now, as far as we're concerned, we're going to introduce to talk about what we call a singular and a non-singular. So now, can I raise?
Yes.
Guys, if I give you a question like this, will you be able to answer it?
Yes.
Total.
Total. Okay. I love the way you speak. What I can do now is to do like this. Let me check. Let me check. Let me do like this. Then this. Sure. Let's see. Start now. Let's say. Here is your question, guys. Please answer question 2. Only 2.1 and be fast. Hello? Can you see question 2.1?
Yes.
Yeah, please answer that.
No further.
Sorry? Guys, don't massage your pen, please. Be fast. Are you all done? Nothing of it, Zana. Okay. Let's give others 3 minutes to finish, or 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Let's be fast, guys. Exam time. God love you. 1 minute left. Thirty seconds left. Twenty seconds left. Ten seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2. Is there anyone who meet some difficulties? Is there anyone who meet some difficulties? If you are there, please speak for yourself. Okay, let's hear the answers. Number A, you got what? If someone speak an answer that you didn't get it, please deny, so that we may see how we can assist you. A, what did you get?
Minus 243.
Minus
243.
243.
Yes.
Did you all get minus 243?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
let's go to B.
9. Genius.
B, what did you get?
9.
9. Okay, let's go to C.
Minus 16 over 3.
Minus 16 over 3. So, guys, are you all satisfied? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, boy.
Okay. Thank you very much. If you're all satisfied. So now, as far as we concern, okay, sorry about it. Okay. You can now see the video, right? You can now see the screen.
Sipho, wait.
Hello.
Number 1, yathi ngoyipesesa.
Number 1, if you, my dear. Guys, can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see the video.
Okay. So, hello, number 1, if you.
Number 1 ka example lesson ya verify yone.
Okay. Example kana ezi zena nikupindura zvino vewe. Hello?
Number 1 ya example lera ri khoita zvino.
Okay. So remember you have got they say A is what? Is 4 by 4, right? Azwane,
This one.
where this guy is equals to minus 3, right? So our n here is 4. Our n is determined by the number of matrix, which is 4 by 4. So now, they say let's find this guy, which is equal to 3 to the n multiplied by this one, which is 3 to the power of 4 into minus 3. You press your calculator, you get minus the sum of you said each one. Are you satisfied?
Oh yeah, this one.
Okay. Anyone with a question?
Sipho,
Hello.
khombela question ya exercise.
Ukumbela me?
Question ya exercise.
Yeah, ikwidiwa.
Eh,
I shared the screen, Mus. Where were you?
Uka group we mtu send a screenshot.
vesi lali
Uka group vamuserere.
Eh,
Unamtia just screenshot of?
Yeah.
Yeah, I come to send a group.
Dia extra je.
Yeah, uka zote asuna.
All right, mungu send.
Okay. Yeah, I can sarulani can slengo. So I wanna una question.
ndebona.
Una question kazo izombuso. Una rene. Una question na. Okay, silent. It means that you don't have a question. So now, so guys, are you still fine? Guys, are we still fine?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let's talk about a singular matrix. A singular matrix. A singular What is a singular matrix? What is a singular matrix? Guys, what I'm writing is visible, right? What is a singular matrix? A singular matrix is a matrix whose determinant is equal to 0. A singular matrix is a matrix whose determinant is equals to 0. What about a non-singular? Another way, the debt is equals to, let's say debt of A is equals to 0. Let me check whether it didn't cut. So what about a non-singular? This is a singular matrix. It's a matrix whose determinant is equal to 0. What about a non-singular? Anyone want to try? What about a non-singular matrix? Anyone want to try? Uchiro, Chipiwa, Tracy, Chinaki? Let's try. Mukundi, Mili, Andan, Rotondo, Mope. Where are you? Let's speak together. Please talk. Must talk.
Kombe chinaki wako sikwamba ka group wange.
Eh?
Awambe chinaki wako sikwamba ka group wange happy group.
Chinaki, what is the assumption it says our? Chinaki, what is a non-singular matrix?
It's a matrix where whose determinant is not equal to 0.
Oh, good, perfect. It's a matrix. Station as a time is a matrix whose determinant is not equal to 0. Other way that, let's say, determinant of A is not equal to 0. Are we still together? So do you guys, my question is, do you guys know how to find the determinant? Do you guys know how to find a determinant? Please respond. Do you know how to find a determinant? Hello?
Yes.
You know how to find a determinant for 2 by 2 matrix and 3 by 3 matrix?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, as far as we concern, maybe so that for a reminder, may I raise? Little 10 now.
The time master we.
Okay.
Yes,
so
bro.
to remind others, this is how we find the determinant. To remind others, this is how we find the determinant. So let's say we have got a matrix A, which is given by 3, 2, 1, 5. The depth of A is equals to, is the product of the diagonal, which is this one. Product of diagonal is 3 times 5 minus the product of 9 diagonal, which is that one. Minus is 1 times 2. This is the determinant of 2 by 2 matrix. Determinant of 2 by 2 matrix. This is the determinant, which you will get 15 minus 2, which is what? 8. Any question on the determinant of 2 by 2 matrix? Meaning we are fine, right? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So now, this is the question. May I raise?
Yes.
Okay, thanks for your response. So they say find x such that find, let's say they say find x such that they can say A is equals to, they can give you a matrix like let's say x any number 2 minus 1 and 6, they say is what? Is singular. Is singular. So solution. So what do you know about the singular matrix? What do you know about the singular matrix? Guys, what do you know about the singular matrix?
Its date is equal to 0.
Determinant is equals to what? 0. I will find. Hello? Guys, I will find.
Yes.
I thought before 11 will be done, but it's already 11. Okay, no problem. Before 12, we must be finished. So, the determinant must be equal to 0. This is for you. I'm just writing it for you. There's no need for writing it, but you can write it. For a singular, that of A is equal to 0. I will still together. For a singular, the determinant of A is equal to what? 0. So let's go and do the determinant of this one. What is the determinant of A? Remember, is x times what? 6 minus 2 times minus 1. It must be equal to what? 0. Are we still together? Hello?
Yes.
This 6x plus 2 is equals to 0. Therefore, 6x is equals to, we take positive 2 at that side, it changes the sign. This is minus 2. We divide by 6. Divide by 6. Then we obtain that x is equals to minus 1 over 3. Any question? Can we proceed?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you know, if they say it's non-singular, it means here you are going to put not equals to, right? Hello?
Yes.
For non-singular, you're going to do like this, and we solve it like this. This is for non-singular. Therefore, you will obtain something like this. You will say for a non-singular, that of A is not equal to 0. But here we're dealing with the what? So with a singular. So are you fine, guys? Can I erase?
Yes, you can.
So now, let's see how there are 2 ways to find the determinant of 3 by 3 matrix. Determinant of 3 by 3 matrix. Determinants of 3 by 3 matrix. So now, as far as we're concerned, let's say we have got this kind of matrix, which is 3 by 3. I can write it like this. I can use, let's say matrix A is equals to, I will use I, J, K, where we've got A, B, C, D, E, F. So this is a 3 by 3 matrix. When they say I, J, K, I can put numbers 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or let me just use letters only. Or are you done to copy this one?
Yes, we're done.
Okay. Let me teach you how to get the determinant. Find the depth of A. So the determinant of this one is given by, listen to me very carefully. Here we use plus, minus, plus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, always. I will still together. Those are our sides. Plus, minus, plus, plus, minus, plus. So to find the determinant of A, we first draw a vertical line here, which will cut this, and one horizontal line on top, which will cut that one. It means this one, we take this first number here. The first number is I. It means we have I. It means we have I, which is multiplied by the determinant. We copy those which is left. We are left with B, C, E, F, which is the determinant. Any questions so far? Do we have a question so far? We put this vertical line in, a line in, regular line and horizontal on top. Rotate. Hello. Mondogoro on Kumura.
ndikuzibva Masipo.
So now, here is a vertical line and here is a horizontal line. Here horizontal is rare. In they shift and here vertical. So rather it's line in the hey, you turn my A number K. Ngafa matungu grade numbers are. So I will still find. Here we substitute with
Apa the positive na the negative tingopfa.
Positive, negative, positive. Always. Positive, negative, positive.
Oh.
Positive, negative, positive. Well, win that side then. This is positive. Is the first one. We are following with the negative. We end with positive. This is like we have got I, J, K. It means J is the only one which is negative. I will find. So now we take our I, put it here, we draw our determinant matrix. This is I. We draw our determinant matrix, which is this one. We copy what is left. We put those things on the determinant, on the absolute value, which will determine our determinant. Like this. Are we fine?
Yeah.
Which sign is it following? It's negative. We put minus. Now we are going to shift this line here. We're going to shift that line to this side now. Can you see it? We take this one, which is what? Which is J. We copy what is left on the determinant. This is A, C, D, F. We put it like this. Do you see which line is shifting? Only the vertical line is shifting. Now we're going to plus K. This is plus K. We shift this line. So now the vertical line is here. This is physics way. We copy those which is left and place it on our determinant. A, B, D, E. So are we still together?
Yes.
Now, when we proceed, this one is going to be equals to I into, this is a determinant of 2 by 2. You know how to do a determinant of 2 by 2, right? This is BF minus EC minus J into AF minus CD plus K into AE minus DB. Where BF, EC, what, there will be numbers. You just press calculator the way it is. This one times this one times. You press you press everything on your calculator and you get the final answer. Are we still together now?
Yes.
Can I do the second way?
Please.
Okay. Can I raise this one? Hello?
Raise.
Okay. Let's say we've got a matrix. Guys, tell me here, what is this? What is this? Hello? What is that?
That is a diagonal matrix.
It's a diagonal matrix.
Are you sure? Yeah, what type of a diagonal matrix is it? That's an identity matrix. Are we still together? That's an what? Identity matrix. Are we still together? What is an identity matrix? Hello, everyone. What is an identity matrix? Whenever you meet such kind of a situation, they give you I know that I is an identity matrix. What is the determinant of this? Determinants. Let's be fast, guys. We don't have much time. Let's be fast. We don't have much time. We don't want to sleep around one. So what is an identity matrix? You must study other modules, remember? What is an identity matrix? What is the determinant? Mope. Adombuza determinant ya ila identity.
Ipi.
Yeah, Mwadigo.
Yeah, I.
Yes.
Ricotta darari. 1 times 1.
1 times 1.
Minus 0 times 0.
Which is 0, né? Therefore, we obtain 1. So, guys, the determinant of an identity, even if they didn't give you this thing, can I erase here?
Yeah.
If they can say, find this guy, you know, this one. The determinant of an identity matrix is 1. Are we still together? So now this is the second way. Let's say we have got a matrix A, which is equals to matrix A, which is equals to, let's say, is given by A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. They say find the depths. Find the determinant of A. So what is the determinant of A? We're going to use another way. So you guys, you have learned that you draw a vertical and a horizontal. You take this, say A, you write those two on the determinant. You move the vertical, you write those two on the determinant. You move the vertical, you write those two. So I will find on this. So now, this one is going to be question. We're going to write it like this. This is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. We write a separation line. We repeat those two here. This is what? This is A, D, this is A, D, G, and this is B, E, H. So I will still find. Hello?
Yeah.
We are fine, right? So we are going to draw. Let me find a blue mark. Let me find a mark. So now, as far as we're concerned, we're going to draw. We're going to draw. So now, we draw a straight line from this one going there. This one doesn't read. Let me find another one there. I don't know why it's not far away in this one, but even it's a video. This one color course. So guys, we draw a straight line. You can see. I think I will use a dotted line so that we see. Here we plus. When we got the right, we add. I will draw another one. Sorry, did I do the correct thing? Yes. I will draw another one. It's just that my things are not straight. We add. And the last one is this one. We add. So here you'll be left with 3. Even here you'll be left with 3. I will start together now. Hello? We're going to get the product of those ones that we crushed with a dotted line and we add. But normally we don't use a dotted line. We use a straight line. It's just that here I don't want to erase things. So are we fine? Hello?
Yeah.
So now we subtract the ones that are at this side. You must make sure that you have 3. This is minus. You must find the product.
Sipho.
Now,
Yo freezer mo.
freezer me.
Ngapha kare na yo freezer. Imandi zama ubvandido ende vyona. So true so true.
You do freeze out ngwana mkana.
No.
Oh,
No,
you freezer
Jam,
what?
screen chapter.
Yeah.
Nami skirina chaba.
Oh, ziyamba zvikaini masi.
Ndisongothula le.
So true. Don't rub.
Here we are.
Hey. No, zwithu zwinzhi zwinzhi. Hey.
Upoitea mini.
Unowana zwithu hapo zwiṅwe zwine. Hey. Okay.
Aiwone.
Hey.
Unotambudza iwe. Ya freezer ne yambocha na chipinga mamka. Yo freezer.
Yango freezer. Ridwamba ichi freezer.
Okay. So now, guys, we write those metrics the way they are. This is our A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Then we write a straight line here. We separate those two. And we copy the first 2 matrices at this side. This is our A. This is our A, B, D, E, G, H. Are we there? Now, for I said there's already zero pizza number A and B. Guys, are we still together?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
So what we draw, we left 3 things here. Those are 1, 2, 3. We are going to left them aside. So we start by this one. We draw a line, a straight line. Myself, I will use a dotted line. So when we go to the right, we draw a straight line. We will find the product of 3. We add. We draw a straight line. We add when we're going. So product of this plus product of this plus product of that. I will start together.
Yes.
Hello. So now, even here, when we are going to the left, we left 3 on top, and then when we are going to the right, we left 3 at the bottom. So now we are going to the left. It means this is our 3 now. So we are going to draw a dotted line like this. When we go to this side, we subtract. It's left. We subtract. It's left. We subtract. I will find now.
Yes.
So now we start by the right ones. At the right, we've got A times E times I all together. We've got A times E times I plus B F G. We've got B times F times G plus we've got C D H. We've got C times D times H. Are we still together?
Yes.
Now we subtract. Minus. I won't write it that side. You can continue. Minus. And then minus. Now we're going to the left. C E G. We've got C times E times G minus A F H. We've got A times F times H. Guys, it's not a formula that you can say A, E, I. No, you can say I, E, A. I will still together. As long as you are multiplying. Minus again. What is the last one? B, D, I. So this is B times D times I. So when you have your calculator, you will go in, if it was the values, we're going to punch them on our calculator and we get the corresponding Y value. The answer, sorry for that. And we got the answer. So guys, are you now familiar with the determinant? Hello? Hello, I will find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you the quiz. I say what is a non-singular? What do you understand? Someone is trading.
And then singular, it's a matrix which it's dealt, it's not equal to there.
Yes.
Yes, yes. So this is a question. Find the value of x for which matrix is singular. Be fast. Two minutes left. Let's be fast. Let's be fast. Harma Maraje. Guys, are you done? Hello?
Yeah, okay, zero view.
What talent you got? Guys, are you all done? Or some of you, you're still struggling with a grade 8 work for algebra? Hello? People are quiet. Guys, where are you? Neon, I think.
Yeah, Rione.
So,
Tubalot.
Ola naye. Unamtona ku misbehave and unga umwa. So can we proceed? Hello?
Yes.
Can we proceed? Can we proceed, guys?
A.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's proceed. So now, here we are. I hope all of you managed to get this answer. Did you manage?
A.
Okay, if you manage, it means we are fine. Can I erase?
Yes.
So now, let's say, they say now, find. Well, what time is it? No, to 12. When you say 12, we're done. You will see me within the meeting. While 12 o'clock, we just sit the meeting. Make sure at 12 o'clock you save the meeting. O'clock. So now, they say find. This is the question, guys. They say find the values. This is how they ask those kind of questions. And then now you know how to find the values of an 2 by 2 matrix altogether. You know how to find the values when you are given 2 by 2 matrix. Are we still together? Guys, do you know how to find an x value given a 2 by 2 matrix that if it's a singular, even if it's a non-single? Do you know how to find those things?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now they say find the value or the values of x for which the matrix there is a matrix for which the matrix, or they give you a matrix. They say A, which is equals to, this is your A now. They say x squared x1, or they say 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. They even say 4 2 1. 4 2 1 will do, or 4 3 1. Yeah, let's use 4 2 1. 4 2 1. Yeah, let's use 4 2 1. So as far as we're concerned, I told you guys, the question is incomplete, right? It's singular. It's singular. Yes. If they can say find the values of x for which the matrix A is this, what will you do? Nothing. So the question must be complete. So they must say it's singular or non-singular. For singular, determinant is equals to 0. I will find. So it's up to you guys whether you use this one for cutting drawing a vertical line and a horizontal line. You copy those, you draw and you do that, you copy those, you multiply, you solve for x. Are we still together? Hello? Guys, are we together? Guys, time. Hey. So solution. So now, I'm going to do that way, which is the easiest one of copying. So I'm going to write it. This is x squared. This is x. This is 1. This is 1, 1, 1. This is 4, 2, 1. And I draw a line here. And I repeat those two measures. This is x squared. X squared. This is x. This is 1, 1. This is 4. This is 2. I will find. Guys, I was not together.
Hey, Richard, what?
Okay, I draw a line here. We add. We add. We add. Going to the right, we add. And going to the left, we subtract. So here we are. We subtract. We subtract. We subtract. So now we're going to write. Let me check with the board cut. Okay, it cut it. So now this is equals to. We can tell them that singular that of A is equals to. For a singular matrix, the determinant of A, we must find it equals to 0. So now, let's go and write those things. So now, this is equals to, can you see the blue mark? Hello? This is x squared into 1 times 1. Is this one? X squared times 1 times 1 plus, we're going to the second, plus, this is x times 1 times 4 plus, we're going to the third, this is 1 times 1 times 1. This is 1 times 1 times 2. 1 times 1 times 2. We're done. Now we're going to subtract. Are we still together? Now we're going to subtract. Are we still together? So let's go and subtract. I will write it here, minus. We're here now. We're subtracting. This is 4 into 1 times 1 minus again. This is 2 into 1 and x squared minus again. This is 1 times 1 times x. This thing. Oh no! We don't write equal sign here at on the beginning. We write it here at the end. Remember, it must be equals to 0. In maths, we're not allowed to have two equal signs. So now I'm going to finish it at this side. So now we're going to say x squared times 1 times 1. You get what? You get x squared. X times 1 times 4 is positive 4x. 1 times 1 times 2 is positive 2. Then minus times 4 times 1 times 1 is minus 4. Minus 2 times 1 times x squared is minus 2x squared. We say minus 1 times x is minus x, which is equals to 0. So now we're going to group the like terms. Is there anyone who is left behind? Hello, guys, please respond. Is there anyone who is left behind?
No.
No. Okay. So now, when we simplify, we're going to obtain or to have x squared minus 2x squared. Oh, this is blue, is black. Those two are our like terms. Those two are our like terms. So when we press our calculator, we are going to have minus x squared. So now, which one is it a like term again? If you can check very clearly, we have got minus 4x and minus x. So this one, when we press our calculator, we have positive 3x. Now the last one is numbers, which is 2 minus 4, which will give us nothing but negative 2. This is negative 2, which is equals to 0. So in mathematics, we are not allowed to factorize when the coefficient of x squared is negative. By the way, we are going to divide everything by negative 1, which means we're going to divide by negative 1, divide by negative 1, divide by negative 1. Even here, it is 0 divided by negative 4. So because we get 0 divided by any number or any letter, is still 0. So now, this is x squared minus 3x plus 2, which is equals to 0. So now we factorize. Those who don't know how to factorize, please use a quadratic formula, which says that if something is in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0, then when you solve for x equals to minus b plus or minus the root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So when they say b, you're going to substitute this value. When they say a, we're going to put this one. When they say we're going to put second step, and you divide by 2a. Therefore, after you press calculator, but here you first start with positive or negative, then you come and change this side. But this negative is for a formula. If b is minus a, it means you're going to have minus into minus, because our minus sign is for a formula. So now, here we are going to find to obtain x squared, we must put x and x. We get the factor of 2, where if you saw those ones and you see that the difference is 1, the factor is this one and 1. So it's that one and 1. Always, if the difference is 1 unit, the factor is the last number and 1. So to obtain negative here at the middle part, when we add, they must give us negative 3, but when we multiply, they must give us our positive 2, which is minus 1 and minus 2. Therefore, this tells us that x minus 1 is equal to 0, or x minus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, we take 1 to that side, x is equal to 1, or x is equal to 2. So this is how we find the determinant. determinant, which is equal to 0. We prove that we find the values of x using the determinant of matrix A. So any questions so far before I proceed? Any questions so far before I proceed? Hello? Can I raise?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Guys, please, if you miss a class, don't inbox me and say, hey, master, could you please send today's notes? You can say I'm not copying any notes. What I'm writing, I'm erasing it. So don't make life to be hard on me. Don't make life to be difficult. So I don't copy notes. So now, but to record the meeting, I think is best because people will be avoiding those things for a messy class or stuff like that. So now, let's move to our last quiz, which can say that show. The last question can say, but I was not taking it as last. Show is just that we don't have time. Show that we must minimize the time that we're using. We are meeting. Some they don't have the data. And so show that if B and B transpose, before I write this, I can include some notes if time will allow us to do so, because we can have a control of this. Okay, before I go to this question, let me add this to your cerebrum. If a square matrix, if A is a square matrix, if A is a square matrix, if A is a square matrix and 8 to the power T is its transpose, then this thing, it tells you that the determinant of A is equal to the determinant of transpose matrix. All together, it tells you that the determinant of A is equal to the determinant of a transpose matrix. By that, okay, to find A transpose, to find the transpose matrix. Okay, I wrote to find A transpose. Switch. I can say switch rows and column of A, which is a matrix. A, which is a matrix. Let's say ID. Let's say we've got a matrix A, which is given by, we can choose any number. We can say 1, 3, any number put 2 and minus. So A transpose is equals to, remember we said we switch rows and column. So this row becomes a column. So this second row becomes a second column. So if you check to make sure that what you wrote indeed is correct, I can include this. I can say the diagonals doesn't change. Yes, the diagonals doesn't change. It's either you are doing a 4x4 matrix, it's either you are doing a 3x3 matrix. Buwavo is now 12. I was saying stop, but don't stop. I will tell you to stop after this question. We were going to be done by now. It's just that I was introducing this. Guys, do you understand this? If you understand this, we are going to do the last question, which we are going to apply those things. But the important part is if A is a square matrix and A transpose is, and AT is transpose, then the determinant of A is the same as the determinant of a transpose. If you can see, let's find the determinant of this one. So the determinant of this one is equals to 1. That of A is equals to 1 times minus 5 minus 2 times 3, which will give us what? Press the calculator. Press everything in a calculator and tell me the answer. Press everything in a calculator and tell me the answer.
-9.
You get to -9. Negative what? Hello?
-11.
-11. So now let's find the depth of a transpose. This is 1 times minus 5 minus 2 times 3. You get the same. Negative what? 11. Do you see why are we saying the determinant of a matrix is the same as the determinant of a transpose? Do you see that? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
May I erase those things?
Wait.
Yes.
Okay, I'm waiting. 2 minutes. Hey, in fact, 1 minute.
Yeah, you can erase.
Okay, I'm having right there. So now, are we still together? So here, the last question, guys. The last question is this one. Please pay attention. Please pay attention. We have no time. Show that. They say show that. Show that if B times B transpose is equals to I, Then they say the determinants of B is equals to plus or minus 1. You have to show this. Plus or minus 1. Are we together? Hello?
Yes.
Solution. We're going to memorize this and we can call it a day. Can call it a day. A class that took 2 days. So now, solution. We're going to look at our left hand side or both left and right. Yes. So what is the solution? The solution has got the determinant. So we're going to introduce the determinant on both left and right. So now we're going to have determinant of B transpose, which is equal to the determinant of I. Guys, what is I? You have those things on your notes. What is I?
I in the identity.
It's an identity matrix. What is the determinant of I?
The one.
Is 1. Yes, you have to memorize that. So we know that if we are removing the determinant, we are going to have the determinant of B multiplied by the determinant of a transpose, which is equals to the determinant of I. Are we together?
Yes.
But you have to take a note. Take note. Note. Note that the determinant of B is equal to the determinant of B transpose. We know. Are we still together? And we also know that if we've got the determinant of AB, this guy here is equal to the determinant of A multiplied by the determinant of B. I will still find cheaper one. Cheaper.
Ndiona.
Okay. Jane, are you there? Jane. So now, so you have to take note for this. So as far as we concern, we are allowed to substitute by the determinant of B where they say B transpose. Why? Because we are looking at B. If it was B transpose, we were going to substitute by B transpose where they say B. So now we are going to eliminate B transpose and substitute with B. Why? Because we know that the determinant of B is equal to the determinant of B transpose. So it means now we are going to have the determinant of B multiplied by the determinant of B, which is equal to, guys, what is the determinant of an identity matrix?
One.
Hello? It's 1. Yes, it's 1. Are we still together? As the people who did maths, this is the determinant of B to the power 2, which is equals to 1. Then when we square both sides, we're going to obtain something like this. Outside is rain. The square root h plus or minus Root of 1. Any questions so far? You can see, right? There's a ring light, right? Azone. How can I move those things? This a ring light. Now you can see, right? Hello?
Yes.
Guys, now you can see very clearly.
Yeah.
How can I ring light?
Hey.
Huh? I tell what?
I tell.
Okay, good. Yeah, not the very end. So now, if you can check when we continue, this square is going to cancel with that one. And what are we going to left with is the determinant of b is equal to, okay guys, when we apply square root both sides, remember square root, it goes with the plus or minus. I was still together. Square root, it always goes with plus or minus. So when you press this one, square root of 1 on your calculator, you will get what? You will get 1. But remember that we have got plus or minus here. It means this guy is plus or minus 1. It means we have proved. Any question? Guys, any question?
Rina.
Arana question.
Yeah, if you don't have a question, we can call it. We can say this is the end of today's class. And I thank you very much for paying attention. Please do practice a lot and give other modules a time because those things need time. Yes.
Machelo dava na imwe class.
Machelo kwamba namsi.
Ndoa namusi.
Hey. Yama for konani.
Whenever develop masadai.
Wow. Mrekodesho madera. Wow.
Sipho dona class na music.
Huh?
Dona class na